Let me get on the couch.
A selling.
Okay, let's do a Brooke roll call. Is Brooke still here?
Hi.
Brooke is still here.
Brooke's still freaking here.
Okay.
All right, great, cool. Fine.
Go home. It's been over a month now. All right.
I'm so scared.
You're overstaying your welcome as I'm overemphasizing my politeness. Does that make sense?
No.
Think about it from the perspective of a genius.
Well, now.
How it makes sense.
Yes, totally, definitely.
Beautiful intro by Slow Smog.
Slowsmog.com, slowsmog.org. Slow Smog on Spotify. Thank you very much.
Sorry, the energy is so low for me right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it because of,
Yeah.
you know.
The elephant in the room.
The little eyebrowless gremlin in the room.
I'm facing this direction because I don't want to have to look directly at Brooke.
That's fair. It's like I've had a breakdown this week.
It's like, I don't even know who I'm looking at anymore.
If you just didn't see Brooke for a week and then you saw Brooke today, you've got no eyebrows and a full new haircut.
I wish that this was a video podcast.
Yeah.
The impact would be amazing.
You would think you had a new guest on the show.
Yeah.
I'd be like, it's still
Who's
me.
this? So this is Brock. This is our friend Brock.
This is Broom.
And Broom's not doing so good. And for only 15 cents a day, you can help Broom out.
You can sponsor an eyebrow hair. If we all get together,
I've lost
she can have
so
a full
much
set.
hair.
Yeah,
That's true.
I just kept losing hair. Billy gave me a haircut to my shoulders. And then I
did.
was like, no farther. So we
Well,
went.
I gave you an undercut halfway up your head and then a haircut to it was higher than shoulders. It was
yeah.
like jaw length.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then the next day you came back and you were like, no, I need more.
It's basically a bowl cut.
It's not a bowl cut.
I would say it's a bowl cut.
I mean,
bowl
like,
cut. You have very
it's
short
about
hair
that
now.
same, length around, you know?
One might be tricked into thinking that this is a bowl cut,
It's very short.
but
Very short.
it's very cool looking.
Yeah.
It's
It's
extremely
like,
cool looking.
yeah.
In fact, have you posted a picture in the Discord yet?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, well, go to the Discord. That's patreon.com/flatsound to see Brooke's haircut.
Can't you just put it in the YouTube or on the website?
I'm not doing that.
Okay.
There's no way I'm doing editing. It is the
Fair
what
enough.
is it? Yeah, it's
Fair enough.
It's 8:30.
Everyone just imagine a really cool haircut that I did. I did a really cool haircut.
I feel like we're glossing over the fact that I did some of this haircut.
It's true.
I did a little bit of this haircut,
But I also want to stress that if you're going to picture this at all, just also picture someone who's really hot. If you don't know what I look like. Yeah.
And someone who has just the most prominent eyebrows, perfectly attached to the face.
No, they're gone also.
Yeah, then the
I
haircut
think
wasn't enough. And
The
I was
haircut
like,
wasn't enough. Yeah. I think it was the next day again. You were like,
Yeah.
I need more. Shave the entire eyebrows off. They're gone.
Yeah.
They're gone. And then the next day, Brooke did another crazy thing. She bleached my hair.
Yep. And I've just been hanging out.
So I'm sitting here looking like a light bulb currently.
Well, you're in the midst of you're gonna dye your hair.
I'm in the in-between stages. I walked upstairs to get my headphones before we recorded, and I ran into Alex on the stairs, and he hasn't seen me since yesterday. So
He hasn't seen your hair.
No. So he went,
That's
whoa,
funny.
cool. And I was like, huh? And I was like, oh, right, the hair. Right. Oh, yeah, it's in the in-between stage. It's not going to stay fucking yellow.
Yeah.
Whatever this color is.
It's yellowy blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's mostly blonde.
It's not
a
a
little bit
finished
yellow.
looking color.
No. You're gonna
No.
throw color into it. You have to. You're going orange. Yeah.
Spoilers.
No, I was going to say, was that a surprise?
Spoilers.
Okay.
Oh
I'll
my
bleach.
God.
I'll bleach that part out of the show.
To be fair, I might die while you're editing the show. So.
Ooh.
That might be cool.
Yeah.
Well, keep me updated so if I have to bleach it out or
To
not.
bleep it on out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm at the in-between stage right now, looking like, what did you say earlier? You said I look like the entire cast of Kim Possible.
Yeah. You look like Kim because of what you're wearing.
Yeah, I'm wearing my trademark Kim outfit, green cargo pants and a tight black tee.
You look
Yeah.
like Ron because of the hair.
I've got Ron's hair.
And you just kind of always look like the naked mole rat.
I've got the body and demeanor of the naked mole
And the
rat.
pink skin.
And
Yeah.
the pink skin. Yeah.
So, yeah, it's like you look like Kim Possible, and it's
I
like
look like the whole main crew.
Yeah, exactly. The whole cast of Kim Possible at once. Anyway, this is All the Space Between. My name is Mitch.
My name is Billy.
My name is Brooke.
Brooke is still here, and we love her. I was just kidding before.
Funny story about Brooke still being here. She was meant to get on a plane literally
Today,
this
right?
afternoon.
Uh-huh.
She didn't.
Nope.
No. I said no.
She's like, fuck it.
We changed it yesterday.
Don't tell anyone when. You can just keep hearing me every week and be like, well, I don't get it.
Yeah, when's she going? Well, nobody knows. Nobody knows.
You'll know when she's just like not on an episode.
Yeah.
But just get me a microphone and send me home, and like I'll just continue pretending I'm there until someone's like, "What?"
Yeah, it's
Like
like
a
a year and a
later,
half.
yeah, and I'm like, "I'm still here."
I would actually love to do that, but you would need like human speed internet. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Usable internet, and not internet for dogs, which
Yeah.
is what they give people in Canada.
My upload speed at home is 0.84.
Yeah, it's
Less than one.
Yeah.
less
Yep,
than one.
less than
Yeah.
one.
That's pretty bad. It's pretty tragic.
Yeah, no wonder you don't want to go back, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah, you got high speed internet here. You got the sun.
Okay, here's the thing. I guess just because of like what I do, I don't have a computer. I didn't bring one here. What I do here versus what I do at home, I have noticed absolutely no difference in like how the internet works.
You were saying though when you were sending
I was
pictures.
gonna say the only thing that I've noticed is sending a photo on Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Discord photos send like faster, but that's the only thing I've noticed that's really different. I haven't hit a point where I'm like, wow, I'm so glad we have this high speed internet.
Yeah, because you've built your life in such a way that you don't need to utilize it.
It's true.
Yeah. You're used to not utilizing the high speed internet.
Yeah.
Can we give Brooke some props for subtly nudging that she wants me to buy her a computer?
You're like, well,
The
poor
me-
Billy one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mental gymnastics I feel sitting between the two of you.
Oh my
I
god.
feel like I don't even know who I am. New haircut,
And you don't
new
know
hair.
who we are. Yeah, you turn your head and you're like, who's that? And also, who's that?
Oh, God.
Everything's changing.
I don't know what I'm doing. Actually, I do know what we're doing. We're recording a podcast where we help people. We answer questions.
We read emails.
We get them out of pickles. We read their
Yeah.
kosher conundrums. And people send us emails every single week.
Yeah.
For us to dig through, sniff through. Everyone sniff a little bit. Oh, yeah. Oh, we got 3. Yeah. I smelt 3. I
We
smelled
each
3
smelt
emails.
at one.
There we go.
we went bobbing for
We
pickles
are-
and picked out one.
We are
one
little
each.
pigs, and these are the truffles we have discovered.
That's cute.
But we should probably get to that like now.
Okay.
Because we have 3, and sometimes we don't get to the third one.
A lot of the time we don't
we're
get
gonna
to the
do it.
third one.
Okay.
You're determined.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone, if we don't get to the third one, you
It's
know,
on
to yell out
Brooke.
online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm just handing you my phone.
Sure.
I haven't changed the font or the color contrast or anything like that for like an 85-year-old woman like I usually do before I hand you my phone. So you're going to have to just struggle through that.
All right. I think I can do it. All right. Are we ready?
Yes.
Okay. This is a gross one. And it goes, hi, Mitch, Billy, and potentially Brooke.
Yeah.
Yeah, woohoo. I want to start off by saying congratulations on getting married.
Yeah, we're still married.
I did a little scream of joy in my car while listening to the last episode. Anyways, I'm a long-time listener, but this is my first time sending in an email, so please excuse me if it's long. I don't necessarily have a question as much as I have a comment and a story based on one of last week's questions. I'm actually a tattoo artist, so hearing y'all talk about tattoos on the last episode was really fun. I do want to say to the person who wrote in that what you guys said was 100% true, and I promise passing out, being in pain, etc. is all normal, and most tattoo artists will not judge you for it. It's simply a part of our job, and all we care about is making sure you're okay at the moment. That being said, I do have a pretty gnarly personal story about a heavy mod I got recently that I thought was somewhat related and funny enough to share. Last week, I got my tongue split. Google it if you don't know. My friend came with me for moral support as it was a pretty intense procedure. Plus, we had everyone at the shop watching me too, so it was a whole damn crowd witnessing everything I'm about to explain. Thankfully, I was numbed and could not feel anything, so once it kicks in, he just goes for it. A couple minutes after he does the initial cutting and is starting to stitch up one side, I get extremely lightheaded. I try to communicate with him the best I can while two people are literally doing surgery on my mouth and I can hardly talk.
Oh my god.
Next thing I know, some glucose packet is being shoved into the back of my throat and I go, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. I think y'all know what happens next. Basically, I ended up throwing up directly in two people's faces while my tongue was cut in half and only partially stitched together. Thankfully, I had a bag tied around my neck for blood and drool. Anyway, so it was contained and a lot less messy than it could have been. After I threw up and the artist literally stuck his whole hand in my mouth to wipe me down before finishing up, which made me gag and almost throw up again. Overall, the artist was extremely professional, as you assume he would be since he's literally doing an illegal surgery for a living, and he was not fazed by it at all. He stitched up my other side and then I was good to go. Well, as good as I could be, but definitely 10 out of 10 would not recommend or do again. Craziest part too is that my friend who came with me initially for moral support ended up assisting the guy by literally holding one side of my tongue. Spur of the moment decided to get theirs done too.
Oh my god.
Even after witnessing everything I just went through, but of course they sat through it like a champ without throwing up. Last thing the artist said to us before we left was, "Man, whatever you ate for lunch smelled like shit." Which was a very funny note to end on. Then me and my friend had a very drooly, bloody, non-verbal drive home and a week of painful healing with lots of baby food. The end. My email was long enough, so I'll save all the sappy I love y'all shit for another time. Thanks for listening to me ramble. P.S. If y'all wanted to shout me out, I'd love to tattoo any fellow podcast listeners. Maybe do the first all the space in between tattoo.
Oh shit.
If anyone happens to live in the Nashville area, not to dox myself, lol. My Instagram is @plantpuketattoos. Thanks.
Wow.
Wow.
Funny name to be Plant Puke Tattoos with the story.
That's so true.
I didn't
Oh
even
my
consider
god.
that.
Yeah, if someone's in the Nashville, Tennessee area, I mean, I actually follow Plant Puke on Instagram. They're a talented tattoo artist.
As do I.
Yeah.
And always encouraging to come join the Discord.
You both follow
are,
Plant
yeah.
Puke, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all the cool people do.
Okay, well, I'm doing
So,
it. Fuck, give me 3 seconds. There we go.
Perfect.
Ooh, they're following me. Wow.
Wow.
It's always good to talk to a fan.
Oh my god.
All right, enough.
Wow. Look at that. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to follow them back.
Yeah.
I'm doing it right now.
Okay, good.
I'm figuring out a way to make this more about me.
Okay.
I've seen the stories, and I had a couple little conversations with them about.
Yeah, that's
this
true. We
tongue split.
knew that this person got their tongue split actually because Brooke was scrolling through her Instagram stories and was like, "Whoa, this person got their tongue split." Yeah. So we saw it.
And
it was gnarly.
It looked rough. It looked
yeah.
painful, and it looks like something I would never have the balls to do.
No.
Well, they posted kind of a recent picture. Sorry, I'm not talking about their Instagram again. I'm actually kind of a follower now. But they posted a recent story of their tongue. This is cool.
It is.
This
It
is
is
neat.
really cool.
It's cool, but it's unbelievably gnarly.
It's
Yeah.
such a
Yeah.
it's such a fresh cut in this. It
it
looks so
looks
clean.
very good.
It looks really well done.
Yeah.
I like this photo. Oh wow, you've already liked this photo.
Of course.
Looks like I'm
Of
late
course,
to the
huge
party
fans. Huge fans of Plant Puke.
of liking plant puke. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I have to ask, who gets their tongue split kind of on a
whim.
on a whim?
Oh
like
god,
that?
their friend?
Their friend.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nuts to me.
That's
I can't just imagine. And seeing it go
Yeah.
that, not wrong, but seeing it go that direction with
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
the vomit and stuff, be like, you know what? Fuck it. Oh, Captain, my Captain. And they just stood on the table. I'll do it too.
See, here's the thing. If they went together to both get their tongue split, and, you know, if I was the friend that went along and I saw that happen and I went in initially going to get my tongue split, that would have been
I'm
enough
like-
to make me stop.
It
Yeah, I'm
would've
like,
put
I'm
me
good.
off.
I'm good
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah.
And that somehow put them on. They were like, I wasn't going to before, but now.
But you know
them.
what? It looks like a wild time. Sign me up.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I want
Yeah,
a
that's
glucose
crazy.
pack in my throat or whatever.
Yeah.
They were just hungry for the glucose pack. Like, I'll do whatever it takes.
They were just low on blood sugar. Okay, so that is wild. After all that, the person performing everything was still just like, fuck it, and didn't really care, right?
Yeah, no.
That just kind of furthers our last episode where they're just like, I'm afraid that I'm being judged that I fainted during a tattoo. Definitely not.
No, not at all.
This person threw up on people.
2 people, yeah.
2 people, yeah. So
that's impressive,
that was fine.
Yeah, didn't even manage to just like puke straight ahead on one person. No, you like shook your head around and made sure you got it on 2.
I mean, I guess if they were like in your mouth, that's where the puke comes from.
That's famously where the puke comes from. I'm kind of imagining that they did like an Exorcist style, just like vomit, you know?
Projectile.
Yeah, just all over the place.
Oh god.
Yeah, they did it with a room full of people watching as well. I guess people getting their tongue split is much more of like an event than someone just getting like a piercing or a tattoo.
Yeah,
it's like
for sure.
a much heavier mod to get. Again, it is illegal and a crime. So you get the double thrill of getting to watch someone perform like a weird cool surgery and witnessing someone do a crime.
So getting your tongue split's not legal?
Getting one is, giving one's not.
Getting one is, giving
How
one's
is that
not.
possible? How do you get one without having someone give it to you?
Laws are odd.
I think don't quote me honestly, don't fucking know, but it's considered to be like grievous bodily harm. Like, you know, that's, it's like if you ask someone to like, I don't know, punch your tooth out or something.
Yeah.
Like, you know, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. But it gets done, obviously.
I could never
But
do
yeah,
it.
they had a whole room full of spectators because I guess it's kind of a rare thing to do. So everyone's looking at them while they threw up.
I know people are into stuff like that, but I can't imagine wanting to watch that.
Wanting to watch it? No way.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be way too curious not to.
Oh, I couldn't watch it.
You two both have very similar like squicks that I don't
Yeah.
particularly have. Yeah, I'd probably pass out while I was watching it, but I'd be too curious to not.
Yeah, I burnt myself a little and you almost fainted.
Oh yeah, I faint easy. I gave my friend an ear piercing and like fainted like
so
just 2 years
ago. You
ago.
would want to watch someone get their tongue split?
Yeah, I'd
the
probably pass out, but I want to see. I'm not afraid of passing out.
You want to see it in person?
I'd be curious if it was happening in the same room. Yeah.
If you're curious, you could just go on YouTube and look it up, right?
No.
You'd have to. It's not something you would look up on YouTube, but if it was happening next to you, you'd glance over.
Yeah.
I guess I'm the same way, to be honest.
I couldn't.
I think I could.
I absolutely couldn't. I don't have the stomach for that. I can't watch, like, I've gone with friends to get piercings before, and, like, I can get pierced, but I can't watch someone get pierced. It's too much for me. I'm like, okay, have fun in there. I'm leaving the room. Yeah.
I always will, but I'll always feel really bad and like I'm going to pass out. But I don't really mind that. I've fainted enough times to be like, okay, that's fine.
Brooke, you're kind of like I don't know, like a rock chick.
Oh my god. We're just repeating last week's podcast. Yeah.
Can you stick out your tongue for me? Look at that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I can imagine that split.
I can't.
Yeah.
So I'd rather not, thank you.
No,
I'd rather not imagine it.
I'm imagining it a lot.
I'd love to learn the things you can do with your tongue. Like when people who have split tongues, like do this.
Oh,
with
yeah,
it,
yeah.
like,
And they kind of twist it around.
yeah, because I can, not to brag, I can do a lot of cool tongue tricks. I'm like, I wonder how I could like emphasize that if I got my tongue split. Like
Get out
doing
of my
this.
house. Ew.
This is great audio
Yeah,
content.
exactly.
Yeah.
There's
People
at
are
least
just getting-
one. I can do this. And holy shit, Brooke. You're a queen. I'm a married man.
Stupid.
Just imagine I did something really cool. If you didn't know what I looked like earlier in the podcast, and I'm like, imagine I'm really hot.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, imagine that hot person doing something really hot.
cool.
Yeah, you couldn't see it, but Brooke kind of caught a fly like a frog.
Oh my god.
Like
Just
imagine
now,
that with a split tongue.
Yeah, you could catch
it in
two
the middle.
flies. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you could
pinch
clap
it.
it. Yeah. Clap it, splat it. Yeah.
Like when they catch a fly with a pair of chopsticks, you know?
What?
Bah, like that.
Whoa, people
You do that with your tongue.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
it just like that.
Cool.
Anyway, I hope that answered your question.
I want to bring up something funny that happened this week, which was we've had Brooke on the podcast for a couple of episodes now, and as we know, my mum is a listener. Hi, Mum. But my mom has no idea how Brooke looks.
Oh,
She
yeah,
knows
that was
that
funny.
she's our friend and that she's here, and like she hears me talk about Brooke a lot, but she doesn't know how she looks. So she left me a voice message the other day, being like, you know, Brooke has such a sweet voice. Oh my god, I would have never guessed she was covered in tattoos and piercings.
Yeah.
She's like, she just sounds too cute. She just sounds too cute and sweet. And I was like, she is very cute and sweet. And
get that
covered
a
in
lot.
tattoos and piercings. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a very common thing. And like, not only is my voice kind of high and baby-like, but I have a baby face.
You do have a baby face.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do have
And
a baby face.
Mannerisms.
Feet.
You have baby mannerisms.
Stop
you walk
enticing our
around with a
listeners.
little fluffy blanket on all the time eating
It's true.
Uncrustables.
Yeah, we gave Brooke as like a joke gift. When Brooke got here, we got her a bunch of like things that she can open because you came like a little bit after Christmas. Mm-hmm. So we got you some stuff that you can unwrap, and one of them was just a blanket we found online.
By typing in Canada blanket.
Canada blanket, and there's moose. The
Canadian
maple leaf
flag,
is
maple
on
leaf.
it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it just looks like a joke. And Brooke loves this thing. We'll just walk around the house.
Brooke has not like put it down.
It's on me right
It's
now.
with her now, which is just so funny. But yeah,
What is a joke?
you do have a baby face.
Yeah.
Which is just funny because it's also like a baby face, piercings, tattoos, no eyebrows.
Now
Kind of a
super,
wacky hair.
super short, like really alternative haircut.
Yeah. So it's funny. It's a good look. It's a good
I
look.
think that's a great
It's
combination.
a good combination, yeah.
Yeah.
It really balances me out.
Yeah, I don't think anyone could ever like, you know, a lot of people have the same style as you. Even me, I look what I would consider like less alternative than you do. But people say that I'm intimidating all the time. But I don't think that you would be intimidating.
People see me at first, like when I worked at Starbucks, people who would like start working there, which happened often. People were always coming and going. They'd be like, when I first saw you, I was intimidated by you. And then within like 10 minutes of talking to me, they're like,
Well, yeah, because you open your mouth and you're just like, hey.
Yeah. It's like, oh my god, it's a Muppet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Anyway.
We should answer another question.
We gotta get through all three.
We gotta do all three. We gotta do all
We're
three.
doing it. What's the time on the thing?
Let me see.
How much are we?
We're at 22.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do another question.
We're on track. Is it my turn?
I'm getting comfy. What was the question?
Is it my turn?
Sorry, I fell asleep for a second.
Okay. He got too comfy.
It's Billy's turn. It is Billy's turn.
Okay.
I remember. No one remembers.
was-
I remember.
Sorry, I was talking. It's Billy's turn to answer the question.
Okay. glad we cleared that up. This one is called Am I allowed to kiss my friends? Hello, Mitch and Billy and Pretty Cat.
Oh,
Whoa.
Pretty
All
Cat
right.
got a high. Brooke didn't get a high.
I'm taking off
Interesting.
my headset as we speak.
She's walking away.
I'm putting it on Pretty Cat.
Pretty Cat, get in here. Go on, you're needed.
They want you.
Someone
need
summoned
sorry.
you. Come on.
Yeah.
Hello, Mitch and Billy and Pretty Cat. Here's a quick pickle for you. Enjoy the crunch. For your talking convenience, the best friends. My best friends for... Jesus Christ. For your talking convenience, my best friend's pronouns are she, they, and mine are he, him. I recently made my very first best friend with capital B and capital F at uni, meaning I made friends with someone and I'm confident that we love each other the same amount and I have no trouble hanging out with them for hours and hours talking or not talking. They make me feel comfortable and listened to and I'm not afraid to be stupid with them and they feel the same way. The pickle is, we're not very good at physical affection, what with only being friends since October and the pandemic deeming all touch as dangerous. I worry that when I casually touch her, she feels uncomfortable or that it creates tension. I can sense that she's hesitant with physical touch too, but we've spoken about it and we both want to express love with physical affection. Here's the pickle. Sometimes I find myself wanting to kiss her. Is this normal? I'm literally gay and she's a lesbian and I have no interest in dating her or doing anything more than a kiss, but the thought appears nonetheless. Would it be so wrong to kiss my friends? Much love and thank you for reading A Confused Person's Name.
All right.
All right.
We talked about this a little bit before we started recording, and then we were like, let's save it for the podcast.
Yeah.
Right?
We did.
So I'll jump out there with my opinion first. I'd have to see a pic of the friend.
Oh my god.
I want to see if I want to kiss him.
No.
No, it's normal.
To want to kiss your friends?
I think it's normal to want to kiss your friends.
I'm somewhat of an expert at kissing my friends.
I've kissed a lot of friends, right? And I think that it's somewhat normal, but I don't think it's totally platonic.
Yeah, I agree. I'm like, I've never really wanted to kiss one of my friends because, I mean, like, I guess that's not true. But if I did want to kiss them, then I had a crush on them. Like,
Yeah.
I'd want.
If you want to kiss them, then you want to do more than kiss them.
Yeah,
Is that
I've
what you're saying?
never been to a point where I'm like, I just want to kiss this
I
person.
want to only kiss them, nothing else.
Yeah, because if I want to kiss, the point of kissing is to, I don't know, go farther than kissing.
Whoa.
Interesting. I think kissing is a very pleasurable experience in itself.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. But also, I think we're reading the email, and when we hear kiss, we're automatically jumping to making out.
Yeah.
We're thinking kissing like
That's
over and
true.
over again. They
Yeah.
could want to kiss them goodbye like you
But-
hug somebody.
In
Yeah.
that case, I'm like, I don't think I'd be wanting it that bad. If it was just like a little peck goodbye, then I wouldn't be stressing enough to send
You
an
don't think
email
you'd be
being
pondering it?
Yeah.
You wouldn't be
It
pondering.
wouldn't be on the mind.
You wouldn't
Yeah.
be yearning for it.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it sounds like
yeah.
they're yearning for it.
Yeah.
Sounds like there's a slight yearn in the
Yeah,
tone.
if you're willing to send out an email about it and you're thinking about it that much, then I'm like, you definitely want it more than like a pet goodbye.
Yeah.
And if you want it more than that, then I'm like, do you have a crush on them?
You might have a crush on this person.
That's
might
at
like
least how I would interpret it.
Yeah, you can like your friends. You can want to kiss your friends. But it's because, at least when I do, I like them.
Yeah, and even if I did kiss my friends, it would be in such a spur of the moment thing that I wouldn't overthink it in a way that would, you know, I feel like if you're overthinking it, then there's something more there, kind of a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
Brooke doesn't think about anything. Brooke actually kissed the Uber driver goodbye when she got out of the car.
I am hard pressed to think of friends that I haven't kissed.
That's
Honestly,
yes. You have kissed a lot of friends.
I've
But
kissed-
most of them, a while ago. But yeah,
Some recent, mostly mine. Yeah, that's sucked. That's been a bad part about being
no,
married
I mean
to
a
you.
while ago, as in like when I was around like 20 or so. You know,
Yeah, when I was in
really
high
on a
school,
kissing spree.
I was kissing
Yeah.
friends, but it
yeah.
was because I wanted to make out with somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've
And-
kissed all of my friends. I can't think of a friend I haven't kissed. In fact, actually, one of my best friends growing up refused to kiss me, and I was really offended by it. They'd never kissed anyone before, and I'm like, you don't want me to be your first kiss? And they were like, no. And I'm like, we've been best friends for like 10 years. Kiss me.
Whoa, Brooke!
Yeah.
First of all, chill,
Second
chill
of
out.
all, gay.
chill, gay, and leave. I have one experience.
Sorry, that's such a fucking funny thing to just say.
You had to get
What the
offended by
fuck?
it.
Yeah.
I wasn't actually offended, but I was just like, that's
Why
really
not?
the only friend I haven't kissed. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I would kind of jump around having short relationships with people in high school. And sometimes I would just make out with somebody. It's because I liked them and I wanted to make out with them. But I have one horrible memory.
Oh, God.
I have one thing where it's like I thought I was just smooth in high school. You know, I was like 16 years old. I looked super emo, and I'd make out with people.
Yeah.
Right. And then there was this new girl at school, and they had like colored hair, and they popped up out of nowhere, just like out of an indie film. You know, boom, they're just there one day, and my friend group was instantly just like, over here, come on. And they were like, what are we doing after school? Da, da, da. I was like, oh, there's this coffee shop. You got to come with us, blah, blah, blah. So we all go to the coffee shop. And it was like very scenic. It was raining at the end of that day. We had hung out. We had done whatever. And we were like kind of we were on a walk, and then we were at the side of the building, and we were kind of covering ourselves from the rain under this little thing. And I was like, oh, hell yeah, I'm going to kiss this person. We've been hanging out all day. It's raining. I'm me.
I'm a kisser.
Yeah.
It's kissing weather.
I'm a kisser. I'm a kissy. I kiss and I get kissed, and that's what I do. And I like lean into them. I like grab their face a little bit. I kind of push it toward mine. I didn't cry. I grabbed her arm. Of course I did. I said, "Get over here, you little fucker."
You held their face.
I held their face. Thank you. I didn't grab anything. I clenched their chin. I gently kind of turned their face toward mine. I grabbed them by the jaw.
Caressed their cheek.
I kind of pushed it toward mine, and I put my lips up to their. And then they say to me, this still haunts me today, the age 31. They go, "Mitch, what are you doing?" And I'm like, "For sure, no, yeah,
Nothing, I guess.
no. I guess I was going to fuck myself." Yeah, right on the way to do that, actually. Big ups to this person for not wanting to and stating it.
Yeah.
Not wanting to and stating it. Because I thought all those signals were just like spent the whole day together. We're in high school. We did the whole thing. It was fucking raining. I thought we were flirting. We were just being nice. And then actually just being like, "Mitch, what are you doing?"
No, I don't want to kiss you. Oh,
for
no,
sure.
Yeah, I can see that
who
now.
would? I'm a monster. I'm a hideous ogre. And I'll think that for the rest of my days.
Yeah. Yeah, very cool of them.
Yeah, it's extremely cool of them. Because we looked as if we would pair up. And they were just like, "Nah." And I was like, "Yeah, no, more power to you." That's cool. And then I left after. I was like, "Well, my dad's here to pick me up because we're 16.
Did you hang out again after that?
Oh, of course.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
And in fact, I'll say their name on the show. Their name was Beth, and they were a like long stay member in our group forever after that.
Cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
they were cool. So I wish I didn't start our
It's such an awkward
start
thing.
our friendship like that.
Like the first day.
Yeah,
Was it literally like the first day you met them?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
the absolute first day, and then it's just like, "Oh, I'll probably never see them again." So like, I saw them again
Every day.
every
Years and
day
years.
for like years. Yeah.
That's super funny. That's really, really funny. Anyway, question. Back to the question.
Right.
Yeah, here's the thing. I've kissed most of my friends. It's for two reasons. My kissing reasons for kissing friends goes into two categories. One is that I fancy them. I think they're beautiful. I wouldn't mind hooking up with them. Two is just that I'm bored.
Got it.
Yeah. This seems to be in the middle of those two things, which I don't really get. You know, that you're like, I don't want to date her. I don't want anything more than a kiss, but I just want a kiss. And I have not personally experienced this ever without it also coming with a crush or just being a spur of the moment. Like,
Yeah,
we're
exactly.
both there. Why not?
Yeah.
But kissing's nice. Kissing's fun. Sure, if that's what you want to do, then I think you should just put it on the table and ask
Yeah.
if they would be comfortable with that. Especially if it's just a little, you know, if it's a peck, you know.
Yeah.
If we're just talking about pecs,
Yeah, if you're just like, last time you left, I kind of wanted to give you a little kiss
goodbye.
How is that feeling? How do we feel about that?
Yeah.
and then if they say, "Oh no, I have no interest in kissing you," you can stew about it for years, like Brooke. Yeah.
Bring it up on a podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
10 years later.
And years later, yeah.
Why didn't you want to kiss me? I'm a good kisser.
I think, also, I wanted to jump in here quickly and just say this person said, "I'm literally gay and they're a lesbian, etc., etc." Not to invalidate anyone's anything at all, but I will say that, especially if this other person is like she, they might be kind of on the non-binary spectrum. You shouldn't limit the crushes you can have just because you're like, I'm gay. You know?
Based off of what you think you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might have a little crush on this person, and that's fine.
You can have a little crush. You can give them a little kiss.
Yeah, they might just be somewhere along the gender spectrum that you happen to be like, I'm actually a little bit into this. Maybe not all the way into this where I'd want like a relationship with them, but I might have just enough of a crush on them to want to give them a little kiss, and that's okay. You shouldn't limit yourself because of your. Don't feel like you can't just because of that reason, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
I've known gay men and lesbians to date each other before. And what my friend Dwam famously said, like, they were like, people would ask me, like, doesn't that make you straight again? And they were like, no, it makes us more gay. We've gone full circle. They just dated for like 6 months or something, I think. But yeah, iconic behavior, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens, you know. But I think the thing that you gotta do is you just have to ask. You just have to ask. You just gotta be like, hey, so I kind of had this urge last time. Is that weird? Ask them if it's weird.
Yeah.
In like a kind of friendly manner. They might be like, yeah, that's fucking weird. And you'd be like, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
Or they might be like,
Yeah, if you're unsure
You
about
know.
it, I mean, I definitely wouldn't just go in for a kiss, for sure. So really, the only option left is ask or just never do it and wonder forever.
Those are your two options.
Yeah.
Because going in for it at this point, I just don't think, you know, if you're like, they're
I wouldn't just go for it.
No,
yeah.
as well if you're both kind of hesitant about physical stuff anyway, because you've had COVID and you're you know not meant to fucking. I know these people are from England as well, and you're fucking not meant to hug, and then you're allowed to hug, and then you're not, and then you got to stand 3 feet apart, and then the rules are like constantly changing, so it makes people very hesitant with that kind of thing.
Right.
So yeah, especially if you already don't feel entirely comfortable, I for sure wouldn't just try it on a whim. I would talk about it. Yeah. I would ask.
Solid advice.
I think so.
Thank you.
Let's put a bow on it. Try it. No, don't. Sorry.
No.
Don't try. Don't just try it.
That's the lesson you should take from Mitch's story.
Yeah,
Don't just
go for it.
Sorry, Mitch fell asleep again.
Even if it's fucking raining, you shouldn't just go for it. Even if all the conditions are just right, you're just wrong. You know? Use communication.
Yes.
There you go. Use communication.
Good.
What's the time on it? I can't see it from here.
Oh, let's see if we're still nailing it. 37.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I'd say
pretty
that's
good.
a nail. It's a nail and a half.
Yeah.
Oh, a nice listenable episode here.
Well, let's keep it on track, people.
We're right
Let's
on
keep
schedule.
it on track.
Actually reminds me of a really long story. A really long and senseless tale that I have.
With a lot of visuals. I have a PowerPoint set
It's
up.
mostly an interpretive dance. Hold on, let me get up off the couch. Yeah, you hear me? Oh yeah. For 30 minutes.
Billy and I start crying.
It was beautiful. It was gorgeous.
If only this was a video podcast.
I want to do the video podcast. Oh, actually, we bought a camera.
We took a step towards making it a video podcast.
We spent so much fucking money.
It was a lot.
on a fucking camera.
You guys don't know how much video cameras cost.
Should we flex and tell them what we bought?
No.
All right, let's not.
No, we can. Yeah, there's a few
Yeah,
camera
why not?
people who like. I
They
thought
might
you were going
wanna
to say
know.
let's flex and tell them how much we
No.
spent. But you can tell them what we bought.
No.
Yeah.
It is a, what is it again? I don't know cameras.
It is a Sony A7S III.
Nice.
Yeah, which is a very cool little compact video camera.
Yeah, we had to find something
yeah.
that we want to record in low light. We don't want it to be grainy. We want it to look really good. Because usually when we record stuff like that, we film footage like that. It has to be very bright in the room, and then we bring it all down
in
so
the
that
camera.
Yeah. And I hate that.
I don't want to stare into bright lights.
I don't want to
while
stare
we're
into super bright
podcasting.
lights.
No.
Your entire house is very dim. There's
It
not
is.
like a
Extremely cozy.
bright light in this entire house.
No,
Everything
I like
is
it
lit.
cozy in
ambient
here.
lighting.
It's warm ambient. That's what I like.
true.
It makes me feel creative. I'm not going to apologize for that, Brooke.
Well, please do. I haven't been able to see the whole time I've been here.
Bumping into walls.
I have like really bad night vision. I can't see anything.
You do.
Yeah.
You're like a bat.
No.
Bats have horrible vision.
Oh, they do.
They
They've
do.
got great hearing, though.
Like
have
Brooke.
great hearing.
Like
Like
a bat.
Brooke.
Yeah. Interesting.
Also the haircut, a bit bat-like.
Also no
and-
eyebrows.
No eyebrows, like a bat.
Bats have
Interesting.
thick, beautiful eyebrows.
So did you before you fucking shaved them off.
I've long admired the eyebrows of a bat. I'm glad you brought it up. This one is called I Can't Write Authentic Meaningful Songs.
Yeah.
All right.
And it goes, Hey, Mitch and Billy. I think this one's just old, though. I think they were
It
none
is.
the wiser that you were with us. Oh, actually, you know what? I misread it. It said, "Hey, Mitch and Billy and Brooke."
Oh.
Yeah, it's right there at the end.
Does it actually, or are you just making that up to make
Yeah,
me
making
feel
that
better?
up to make you feel better. It almost worked, though. Isn't that? It's so sad.
It almost worked.
Yeah. Hey, Mitch and Billy and Brooke. Sending this in hopes that this question hasn't already been answered. Only just recently found out about the podcast. I love what y'all do. I'm sort of a musician in the works, trying to release an original piece of music after years and years of performing locally and even in other countries, up until the spooky virus struck the world. However, it feels like any lyric I write or any melody I sing just doesn't feel authentic and real, as if I'm just some guy pretending to have experience in said field. Usually, I'd be trying to write a typical sad love song, but having little to no experience with love except like that one really cringy middle school relationship that lasted for only like 2 weeks at most, it gives a certain air to the lyrics that screams, yeah, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. This has been plaguing me for the longest time now. Please, I desperately need some advice. How can I write songs that are authentic and meaningful? Much love, this person's name.
Good old art question. Good old music question.
Sorry, I read that good.
You read that
Yeah, you
amazing.
did.
I read that pretty good.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Any thoughts?
I'm just throwing it out there. Next time, say that.
Say that if you think it,
Yeah.
if you agree.
But
Then
I have
tell
to-
me I did a good job.
Why didn't it end with a round of applause?
Why did I have to pull that out of you?
I'm sorry.
I don't really want to do any editing, so no round of applause.
Oh.
Nah, fuck. Give me a round of applause for how good I read that question. Come on. Anyway, what's this guy as like COVID or something?
You were concentrating so much on reading it, right? You have no idea what any of it says.
Sweating profusely.
Yeah, it came
every
out
word.
of your mouth perfectly, but it went out of your brain.
Yeah,
completely.
it went from my eyes to my mouth. It didn't touch my brain.
Looped right around the sinus.
Yeah, that's why it was so smooth. Okay, this guy. I don't know if it's a guy. Who is this?
I think so.
Okay, this person.
Yeah.
They. Ouch. Did you hear
It
that?
does,
I
by
wonder
the
if you
way,
could hear that, yeah.
Bumped my elbow really hard.
it does help us if you do put your pronouns in like the last email did, by the way, because
true.
we end up wondering, like being like, I hope I'm not misgendering someone. This
Yeah.
person, though. Yeah.
But yeah, they're so close to being self-aware of the issue that at hand here. They're like basically saying it themselves.
You're 99% there.
You're
to the
almost
answer.
there.
Yeah.
You're so close. I can't
Yeah.
even believe it. You don't write authentic and meaningful songs because you're writing about things that you don't have life experiences in,
Yeah.
so they can't be authentic songs.
There's no way that they could be authentic. You're not giving them the room to be authentic if you're just thinking like, this is what I should be writing about. Boy, gee, I hope it comes out authentically.
Right.
It won't, because it is just what you think you should be writing.
Yeah, if we think about what authenticity is, then it can't be, right? Which is not necessarily a bad thing. People, not me, but people will write about things that they haven't experienced, but they're usually like storytellers. Like, I'm a really, really big fan of Owen Ashworth in projects like Cassie Tone for the Painfully Alone and Advanced Bass.
Yes.
And he writes about, like, he just really specific stories that have nothing to do with him. And they're really, really nice to listen to, but they're stories. I think we're touching on something that's a little bit different when you're writing, like, something about, I don't know, just sad love songs and life experiences like that, because there you actually really benefit from experiencing those things and writing about them.
Yeah, and having those emotions. And yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You can't just be pulling from what other people have said about them, you know? Yeah. But here's the thing. I think they say like, usually I'd be trying to write a typical sad love song. It's like, why? Why are you trying to write that?
Why is the question here, right?
Yeah.
If you've never had experienced any, big relationship, you could also write about that.
Exactly.
About not
you
experiencing
can
love.
write about the frustration of not experiencing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you've been looking for it, but there's always like,
Yes.
you know, writing in that, you know, trying to find someone, not finding someone, like,
Yeah.
you know, that's a whole
That-
separate area to write about.
Yeah, there's many emotions that I think that I don't know what your experience is, obviously, but, you know, you could write about, like, you know, any loneliness. You could write about, like, feeling different to other people because you haven't experienced this thing. You could write about searching for something and not finding it, you know.
Or
There
just
is...
being happy being independent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's many things that you can pull from, that you should pull from, that you should actually think about what you yourself feel and not what you should feel about something that you should have done but haven't.
Right.
Yeah.
That's really great advice, is to write about something that's adjacent to it. But yeah, the biggest question for me is why, you know? Why do you want to write songs?
Yeah.
If you've been doing it for a long time and been playing shows and performing in other countries and doing all that stuff, you have to ask yourself why you're doing it and why you want to write about these things, especially if you don't have life experiences in them.
Yeah. I think, like, it's just, you know, classic. People are like, okay, time to write a song. Well, I guess I'll write it about love.
I suppose it should
Right.
be about love. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it, you know, it really doesn't have to be. There's so many things to write about that.
Yeah.
You know, if you've never been in love, then you've had a lot of time to experience other things. Like,
It's true. It's
something
true.
else someone can relate to, you know.
Yeah. Something that you, Mitchell, have said to me, I'm going to paraphrase, obviously, but
It's just like vastly personal.
I'm really worried about this mole on my back.
Right about that.
Felt mole fear. It's strong.
That's so funny.
You've said to me that you think that a lot of the songs people find to be most relatable or popular are your early stuff where you're writing about relationships. You don't really write about relationships anymore. Your last however many albums are not really about relationships, but they're about things that are so much more devastating and sad than that.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's not because you're not in one. You're in one right now. We're married, literally.
Yeah.
You're not writing about it, you know?
The older stuff, I think, especially younger people, they want something like that to cling on to because it's about whatever stage in life they're at currently. And young people are what drive the music world when it comes to having fans and stuff. If you have fans, so many of them are teenagers.
Yeah.
So many of them, you know, you actually like fanatical fans.
Yeah.
They'll be younger. They'll follow you online and stuff. So they're more interested in the songs that are kind of like written about whatever stage in life they're at currently, which makes perfect sense. And they want to hear about a failing relationship. They want to hear about a devastating relationship not working. And throughout life and from therapy and all that, my relationships have gotten better and better until it got so good I got married, you know? So
Yeah.
that all rules, but life doesn't stop being sad. There's still like mental health. There's still my agoraphobia. My father passed away. These are devastating life events that I write about exclusively now.
Yeah.
There are other things. If your intention is to write a sad song, you don't have to pull from a template that you think exists. That I'll just write about relationships, even though I'm not in one. Is your life sad? Do you get sad? Do you experience the sadness, and are you looking for something cathartic to let out? Because songwriting is a really, really great resource for that.
Yeah.
And you can and should utilize it. But I don't necessarily agree with doing it just because.
Yeah.
No. And I think that word you use, like cathartic, I think catharsis is a good way to like ensure something's authentic.
Yeah.
If you're actually letting something out of you, you know, then that's where the authenticity really lays.
If you're like pulling teeth trying to figure out how to write about something you've never experienced, then it's probably not the way to go.
It's not the move then. Yeah. Because I'm writing and writing, and I never stop. Like we announced on Instagram this last week about our marriage. We posted the pics and all that. Lots of likes and comments. That was really nice.
Yeah, we just announced it to like the wider internet. The non-podcast listeners.
The non-podcast listeners, the people not a part of the Discord. You know, we had kind of a soft launch of our,
marriage.
Yeah, and now everybody knows about it. But a few people made the joke about, you know, and I saw it on, I saw some people say it on Twitter. I saw some, and you know, the joke is kind of that, like, oh God, the guy from Flat Sound's married now. We're gonna get happy songs. It's like, I've been happy for a minute, relationship wise. Obviously, I just got married. Relationship wise, I've been totally cool. For a while. It's the struggling with agoraphobia. It's the grief. It's the all other things. Being an adult, very sad.
Truly.
In more tiresome ways than being a teenager ever was. But you become more resilient to it. You become and. That catharsis to me now is more important than ever. You know, losing my dad is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Period. And I, you know, thank God for songwriting. You can just let some of that out, because I don't know what the fuck I'd do without that and therapy and you two. You know, but songwriting is a really good part of that. Is a really important part of that has helped me and continues to help me so much through all that.
Yeah.
And that's why I do it. That's always why I've done it, is for, yes, I wanted to be a songwriter. I wanted to be an artist. And I wanted to create art because I had this drive inside of me to do so, but I always had something to write about. So that's really the only advice I can give, is stop creating something that you have, stop pulling from something that you haven't experienced if your goal is for it to be authentic.
Yeah.
If you want it to sound authentic, it needs to be authentic. In order for it to be authentic, you need to write about stuff that you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and there are plenty of people out there writing inauthentic songs. People write songs for other people.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
They people write, you know, whatever, a breakup song that they sell to some pop singer, you know.
Yeah, it's true.
But if that's not your goal, and your goal personally is to try and create something authentic, it needs to come from your real life. That's like the almost the meaning of the word, you know. And just because there's not a relationship in your life does not mean that there's nothing to pull from. Every person has a vast and varied and meaningful life in some regard. Even if they feel that their life is meaningless, that's devastating.
Yeah,
exactly.
That is worth writing about.
Yeah. I don't think I could think of anyone who I could look at their life and be like, there's nothing here to pull from.
Yeah, they're fine.
No one's fine.
Yeah, no one's fine. Who's fine?
And even if they're fine, I mean, dig into that. You're not fine.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with you if you think you're fine.
If you think you're fine, get out of the room.
You
I'm
think
scared.
you're fine, write about that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm doing great. And it's like, wow, that's sad.
Yeah, that's honestly, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the advice,
Yeah,
right?
take a different direction. If you want to keep writing, but don't write about relationships if you're not in one.
If your goal is authenticity, not the illusion of authenticity, not how do I make it sound authentic, because the answer to that is it has to be authentic.
Yeah, you can't.
And it can't be authentic without you pulling from personal life experiences.
I mean, I guess if you really wanted it to sound authentic, you could get someone else to write you a song, but then you're not writing the song.
Right.
Yeah. That's the only way to make it sound authentic.
Yeah,
I guess,
wanting like a trick to make something sound authentic is like what do you call it? Like a paradox, like an oxymoron.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It defeats the point of itself. You know, you have to go deeper. And like I said, you don't have to just avoid relationships entirely. You can write about not being in one, why you haven't been in one, if you would like to be in one. You know,
the lack thereof. Yeah, it can just you can pull from anything. You can write about the frustration of seemingly having nothing to write about. You can write about writer's block if that fire burns within you. You know, but it has to burn within you.
You gotta find a little ember in there somewhere. Yeah.
I've written many songs, many songs in which, as I'm working on it, I hit a point in the song where it just brings me to tears. And that's when I know I'm just, okay, I tapped into something. I tapped into something here. This poem, this song, something about it has a really deep emotional response. It caused a really deep response in me.
Yeah.
And I know that there's something there to explore more. you know? And I think this person, I think all people can do that. All people, there's so many people are broken, man. If they just if they just had something that they can use as a catharsis,
Yeah.
it would really help them. And art is a really great tool for that.
Yeah.
Good.
So pull from we like we said at the beginning, like, or at least I did, that they were like so close to it. They're so close to it, and it's because they're actually saying themselves, like, I want authenticity, but I'm openly admitting that I'm writing about shit that I've never experienced. You're very close.
Yeah, you have the self-awareness, which is something that a lot of people don't have.
So many people lack that.
Yeah, a lot of people will just go and write about the typical sad love song and not think about it and be like, there, isn't it sad? Isn't that authentic because it's sad? And you're at the point, at least, where you're like, man, that's not true, and I kind of recognize it. So that's a good starting place, at least. Like, you know.
And I fear that other people see it too, which is another thing that those people lack. Is that
for sure, yeah.
they're not concerned at all about what other, like, they don't, it doesn't occur to them that other people will see right through this. It occurs to you, so use that.
Yeah.
You're afraid of this for a reason. It's because it's true. You know, they probably can see through it. Especially if you can see through it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So write about stuff that's meaningful.
Yeah,
And
there's a rich world of meaning to pull from. You know, you have, you know, not just romantic relationships, you have familial relationships, you have friendships, you have fucking, look at the world, you know?
Right.
There's so much happening in it. Yeah, there is an endless font of stuff. You just have to find whatever makes you feel an emotion. There's something out there that does.
Yeah, you mentioned a little bit ago that I don't write about relationships anymore, and I was going to say I do, just not romantic relationships.
Not your romantic relationship necessarily.
But it's my relationship to all other things, all other people.
Yes,
you know,
totally.
And those things are very, very worth writing about, and they can be just as devastating. And I do think that, especially, you know, some of the younger fans, once they get older, they start experiencing some of the same things. They'll connect to it in ways that they.
It hits harder because it's more specific, I think.
Right.
Your love life isn't going to be the saddest thing in your
It
entire
shouldn't be,
life.
at least. Oh my God. Like,
your teenage love life, especially. I mean, I guess there's exceptions, but, you know.
I mean, mine was a lot. I think a lot of people's are a lot, though, because we're feeling stuff so much more than.
That's true.
So it's seemingly like everything. It's like I wrote screamy poems about it, you know?
Yeah.
I don't have that passion for that anymore. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, not now. Yeah.
You know, God, no. I'm tired. But yeah, good advice.
I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it too.
Thank you for writing in. Thank you for writing in with a very honest question.
With that said,
this
has been All the Space Between. My name is Mitch.
My name is Billy. Will you look at us? We did all 3 questions.
My name is Brooke.
Oh,
Oh.
look at that! And we did all 3 questions. What's the time? What do we?
What are you obsessed with asking me what the time is?
Because
57.
Oh, pretty good.
Oh my
nailed
God,
that.
we fucking
Absolutely
nailed it.
nailed it. If you think we nailed it and you think other people might appreciate the fact that we nailed it, you can tell your friends. Tell your friends about the show. We are on, everywhere where podcasts are found. I know that's pretty unpopular to say Spotify right now. They're kind of in the news for being bad.
For a podcast. Yeah.
Exactly. Specifically for a podcast. But, you know, we're elsewhere. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Music. We're on YouTube. We're on Google Podcasts. If that's, I always forget if that's a thing or not. Wherever where podcasts are found, all you have to do is search the name of the name of our podcast. Wait, is that, how do I throw it off to you? And the name of the podcast is? Is that what I say?
Or go to our website.
Oh, that's what it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what it
okay.
is.
So you search All the Space in Between wherever podcasts are found, or you can visit our very convenient website. It's very easy to remember. In fact, it's just the name of the show. Well, our website is
allthespaceinbetween.com. We have every episode up there. All our links to everything you could ever want. And it's pretty. It's pretty and minimal. How about that? We made it ourselves. It's
That's
pretty
nice.
good. If you enjoyed this show, how about this? Tell your friends about it. Tell them. Wait, you said that.
I just did that.
Oh my
Man,
fucking God.
You know what's funny? We
nailed it.
We nailed it.
And then we got so far off track.
Brooke's just
Brooke,
nodding.
will you just do it for us?
Brooke's nodding her head.
Just
no.
do it for us.
Goodbye.
No,
No.
we can't do it yet.
Wait.
Okay.
If you have a question that you would like us to answer, an email you would like us to read, a pickle you would like us to savor the flavor of, please send us an email. Our address is...
Brooke, do you know it?
I could guess.
Yeah, what is it?
All the space in between at gmail.com?
Yeah.
Whoa, hell yeah.
All the space in between at gmail.com. Brooke, are you going to be on the next episode?
I mean, I'll be here.
Well, we love you on the show. Also, the Discord's kind of been, the podcast channel's been popping ever since you've been here.
Yeah. They all love me. Who doesn't?
I don't know. I guess it doesn't. New
How do you
episodes every
not?
Monday. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.